Hello everyone, welcome to eBritish IELTS. In today's class, we are going to talk about general training writing task 1, which is invariably the letter, be it formal, informal or semi-formal. So first we are going to talk about the format of the letter, and then we are going to take a practical example and work that out so you know how to go about writing a formal letter. So without any further ado, let us start. Right. So there are three types of letters that we are talking about here. It can either be a formal letter that you're asked to write, or semi-formal or informal. The things that we need to keep in mind is that there is only 20 minutes for completion of this task. The word limit is at least 150 words, but it is advisable to write 170, 175 words, but no more than that. We need to follow the format, be very particular about it, and vary it depending upon that question type. I mean, it can be an informal letter which will be completely different in tonality. The number of paragraphs could be same as a formal letter, but it will be absolutely different if you're writing to your friend as opposed to writing to your manager, say. Okay, it is very important to begin your letter well and to end it very nicely as well. So it has to be clear, it has to be to the point. There should not be over elaboration or repetition of information. Naturally, because there is this word limit which is about 100 words less than your essay, and also because you need to write a crisp article here, I mean a crisp letter. Also remember to dedicate separate paragraphs to each bullet point. You will be in most cases given bullet points to elaborate upon, and ensure that you give equal weightage to all the 3 bullet points that are part of your question. So let's look at how we write a letter. So first up is your introduction, which is approximately 50 words, which is the first, what we call the introduction is how you start the letter, where your very first paragraph after your salutation, dear sir or dear so and so, which is Sam, your friend, whosoever. After that, what you write is the introduction. So if you are writing to your friend, you exchange pleasantries like, hope this letter of mine finds you in the best of health and spirits. You skip that part if you're writing a formal letter. You start straight away with why you are writing this letter. What is your purpose of writing this letter? After this paragraph comes the body paragraphs, which are the bullet points that you're elaborating upon. So like I said, you have to give equal weightage to all the 3 bullet points. Just because one point appeals to you more than the others, don't write 10 lines for one point and just finish the other one in a couple of lines. So make sure that 4 to 5 sentences are written for every bullet point that has been given to you, and then end it off with a nice concluding line. What are they? We will take up a prompt and break it down into the various paragraphs that we have just spoken about, and you will see how to write a concluding line. Okay, so the prompt is this, that you're going to a foreign country and you'll stay there for a year. You need a place to live in. You have decided to write to an agency for accommodation. Write a letter to get information about that place. In your letter, the 3 bullet points as they are in this letter are why you are going to this country, what kind of accommodation do you want, when will you arrive there. Writing at least 150 words, starting your letter as dear so and so. So let's see how we broke this down for you. Start with dear sir and madam, because this is a formal letter, and the very first paragraph, your introduction, so to say, should say why you are writing. So here it is. I'm writing to you to enlist your help in looking for a rental property in Sydney for my upcoming 1-year stint there as a student. Alright, so after this, and that is it. That is all by itself, just a statement, and nothing more needs to be written in the first paragraph. After that, get down to tackling the bullet points given to you. Just a refresher here for you, the first bullet point that you're going to cover is why are you going to this country. Your reasons could be that you got accepted in a master's program in a reputed university. You can talk about the duration, you can talk about the program. So that is what you cover in the first bullet point elaboration that you're doing. Then after that, in the next paragraph, you're going to talk about the next bullet point. So what was that? Let us see. What kind of accommodation do you want? So right, do you want an apartment? Do you want to share it with people? Write about other specifications like, do you want a quiet neighborhood? Do you want your apartment to have Wi-Fi? Anything that you can think of, use your imagination, but don't go overboard. Like I said, they have to be of equal length. And then thereafter, in the last paragraph, you are going to write about when you are going to arrive. Again, use your common sense, give an approximate time frame, but do not put unnecessary details like your flight details, etc., because that is for later. All you need to tell them is when you are arriving approximately, so that they can have the apartment ready for you to move into. Okay, after all the bullet points have been covered, you need to end with hoping you find something suitable for me soon. This will obviously change as per the demands of the question, but in this case, you're asking them to look for an apartment. So you say hoping you find something suitable for me, and you end a formal letter with yours faithfully and giving your name. So that is how you will go about it. If you write about 40 words for each bullet point that you are asked to cover, that's 120 words in those 3 paragraphs by themselves, and along with the introduction and your ending, you should easily cross 150, 160 words. Right? Okay guys, so that is it for today. In subsequent videos, we are going to take you through how to write a semi-formal letter in which you are going to talk to your, maybe landlord, your neighbor, or even the informal letter we are going to tackle in later videos, in which you write to your friends. So that we will take you through, hold your hand through those tasks as well. But for now, this was an example of the formal letter. Hope it has made things slightly clearer for you, and wait for our next video. We will be coming up with more of our videos soon. Till then, bye bye.